you doing?
Very good,
Good,
thank you.
Good, well, Chiwetel, nice meeting you. I'm saying it right?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Now, welcome to South Africa. I'm sure a lot of people have welcomed you already.
They have, which is great.
Yeah, we're very nice people, just saying. Now, please tell me about your role in this venture initiative.
Well, you know, I'm sort of supporting the campaign, and you know, it always struck me as a great idea to combine business and social issues, you know, and so this sort of social entrepreneurship is, I thought, a great way, a sort of progressive way forward, you know, that you can kind of, that there's sort of removes the idea of the sort of ruthlessness of the bottom line, and encourages this concept that actually entrepreneurship and social values can work together. I thought it was a great campaign and a really terrific idea, and also just encourages these great initiatives and ingenious people who can sort of come forward and put these things together in this great way. So I was very excited to be part of it. I think it's an excellent.
So now, talking about these initiatives you mentioned, why do you believe in such initiatives, especially in Africa? Do you think they can work?
I just think it can. It involves a lot of people, you know, and I think it involves and it removes that kind of. Well, the hope is that it removes this idea of the haves and the have-nots, you know, and that people working together, businesses and communities working together to produce a strong bottom line, you know, and I think that's a. It's a very I just think it's a great way of combining the community so that it's not such an isolated idea, and I think as it gains heat and as people do find that there's value in it, and they can do well, essentially, as well as do good, you know, I think people are going to be very engaged with that. I don't think there's any reason why people wouldn't.
Okay. Now, can you relate to initiatives such as these? Like, maybe have you once, maybe in your career, needed a picker upper, you know, of some sort, somebody to sort of help you get, you know, from the ground up?
Of course, you know, I mean, not really in this way specifically, but I mean, yeah, absolutely. As I was growing up and trying to be an actor and wanting to be an actor, you know, you're met along the way with people that assist you, you know, the people that recognize what your skill set is, and what they can also bring to that in order to get you to the next kind of level and the next place. And I've been very fortunate in my life to meet along the way very talented, gifted, interesting people who have who've great hearts and have wanted to encourage and support me along the way. So that's been you know, a major part of being able to get anywhere.
Now, still on your career, what can we look forward to seeing you in any future projects, you know, in the radar?
Yeah, this year I have 3 films coming out, which is The Martian, which is Ridley Scott directed, which I think is just a terrific film, amazing film, and which Matt Damon leads the cast. It's a great cast of people, and then I have a film called Secrets in Our Eyes, which is based on the Argentinian film of the same name that came out a few years ago, won the Oscar for Best Foreign Film. So in this version, it's myself and Julia Roberts and Nicole Kidman, which Billy Ray directed, and then I have a film called Z for Zachariah, which is a 3-hander with myself and Chris Pine and Margot Robbie, in this kind of post-apocalyptic landscape. And you know, it's very exciting, very tense, fascinating movie. I've always wanted to make a 3-hander, and for a large part of the film it's just me and Margot, so it's like a 2-hander for quite a bit of it, and then Chris joins us in the second half. So that was fascinating. It's directed by Craig Zobel, so that'll also be out this year. So I mean, they're very, very different films, but I think they're all pretty interesting. Okay,
I'm going to sound like a broken record. How are you finding South Africa so far? Have you been here before?
I have. I've made some films in South Africa. I made a film called Red Dust here, and another film called Endgame, and periodically just spent a lot of time in South Africa. So you know, I always enjoyed being back. I had a fascinating time here making those films, and over the years. So yeah, always excited to be back.
All right. No, that's it, actually.
Okay,
Thank
great.
you so much.
Pleasure.
I'm Sweden short.
Yeah.
It's all good with me. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, and you.
And have a joyous time here.
Thank you.
Yeah.